Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about business growth in Christ, okay? If you're a Christian business owner and you would love to grow your business significantly, then please do stay tuned. You may be someone that has been felt called, led by God to start a business. You may have that passion to do certain things with that pertain to business, but you may be a bit stuck. You're not sure where you're exactly going. You're not sure how to get more clients. You're not sure how to grow. Not sure how to really even start maybe. And you're not sure how to do it in the will of God maybe. And you're struggling with faith and business, whatever the case may be. If you fall in that category, please do stay tuned because I want to share with you 10 tips to help you with your business growth, okay? If you are someone that is interested in business growth, in all things abundant living, wealth creation from a Christian perspective, then please do stay connected. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell because there are going to be some more videos that are going to be in line with this content that you can glorify God in your business. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, so I want to share a little bit about me first, just so you get an idea of who I am. What's my deal, as it were. So basically, I have been full-time in business for, this actually got into my 8th year, like wow. But I've had 7 years full-time business experience, and just backdrop of when I started, I felt called by God to start a business. I was in full-time employment in the City of London, and I just really felt the push to start. At the time, I didn't have everything together. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. I had ideas, but I didn't know exactly what God was leading me to. Anyway, I talk more about how I heard God in my other video, which I will put up there so you can go and have a listen to that when you have some time. But basically, I stepped out in faith by the grace of God. And the first 6 months of my journey, crickets, if I can say that, nothing, like literally. So the first 6 months, it was like, wow, nothing was happening in the business front, but I felt a real peace, and I was really just, I knew I was in the will of God. Do you understand? I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but I was in the will of God. I knew this God has called myself and my husband as well to this journey, and so I had peace about it. But I was seeking God and seeking what to do and how to kind of start. Long story short, within month 7 or 8, anyway, God just really went, okay, yeah, now it's time. And the business started like really sort of income coming in, money coming in. And within 18 months, we had a business that was turning over 6 figures in an 18-month period. And for someone that has not had a business experience before, not really, I've not had my own proper business, was a very, very massive thing for us. And so in that period, we were doing really well, but something happened along the way and we got complacent, disconnected from God a little bit in that journey as well. So it was just like there was a season of just a bit messy, if I'd say. And so long story short, in the mess, the market in our business, it wasn't online, it was offline. It changed, and basically the business kind of went downhill, to say the least. Anyway, so and in that time as well, I started to run with my own ideas rather than listening out for God. And then my passion for the business also went a bit upside down as well. I lost my passion for it as well. So lots of things were happening in that place. And then, a long story short, within like, say, I don't know, 3 years, something like that, 4 years or so, yeah, about 3-4 years anyway, things weren't going as well. So anyway, fast forward, here we are, year 8, thank the Lord. And God has really shown me so much and taught me a lot about really resting and trusting and relying on Him and seeking Him for counsel and for guidance on business, especially as a Christian, because He has given you the desire for business. He's given you the desire to create wealth. He's given you the desire to be all that you have in your heart to become. And so we do ourselves a disservice, which I did in the past, of not leaning on God for direction and for leadership. And so everything I'm going to talk to you about today is from my experience, my steps on how I've seen the wins and the fall, and now I'm in a place of winning again. I'm in a place where I really enjoy, I love what I do now. I'm so excited about waking up and serving clients and the things that I do. It's just such a transformation, because now I'm really living out the purpose I have in God, because I'm leaning more on God. Okay, He's my everything. Jesus Christ is my cold D, as I can say. Yeah. So I want us to really, I want to help you if you are in that place that you are maybe kind of doing stuff on your own. And I wanted to share with you as we start going through the steps and the tips. I'm going to make it as brief and as sharp as I can. But what I want to do, just look at my screen, just to help basically, is, you know, we want to start well. And I'm sure in this, as I'm shooting this video, it's February 2020. And I'm sure if you're a Christian in 2020, you may have had some time of prayer, 21 days of prayer and fasting, or something along those lines, at least, to bring in the new year and seek the Lord for his will. And now you are here in February, okay? And God, what is God saying to you now? What have you done so far? I'm sure you've written a vision, okay? Or you've written a goal for this year. Now, what I don't want you to do in this year is to start well and then go off side. Everyone's talking about 2020 vision, right? So I'm almost certain that everyone listening to me right now has written the vision down. If you haven't, then please write the vision down, okay? And we all know the scriptures, you know, write the vision down and make it plain, you know, run with it. And this is what we're talking about today, running with the vision you've written down, okay? We're talking about running with your vision and how we're going to run with it for this year and what I have seen that really works. And I'm going to help you to make sure that you are running with it and making sure it works. So get still before God and ask him. Don't write this vision on your own. Step one is writing the vision down. So I want to make sure that you've done it. And I'm sure you have already. But with this writing the vision down, I want to be more specific, okay? I want you to think about the year ahead. What failed last year? Okay, what didn't go right this last year? And then make sure you don't make the same mistakes this year. Step two, Mary and Martha. If you're a Christian, you probably have heard this before, but I'm going to just quickly read it if I can, so that we can just make sure we're all on the same page. Luke chapter 10, verse 38 to 42. Okay. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that has to be made. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. So, as a Christian business owner, I want you to take this on board and be like Mary. Please, please, please cushion out time with God, especially in business. God has the secrets to all your answers, okay? It's there in the secret place. He said, I've given you the power to create wealth. He also talks about, you know, he'll give you more knowledge than your teachers. So people that you're learning from, he'll give you more knowledge from them. He says that in the secret places, he will show you the secret things if you are in his presence. But if you're too busy, and if you're too busy doing things, and trust me, why I'm so key about this point is because I am an action woman, okay? I do. And because of my doing, and I get so excited about doing that, I'm like, God's like, no, wait. Yes, that's great that you're a doer, but rein in. Be still. Spend time with me. It's so important, guys. Jesus says that he doesn't do when he was on earth, he said he doesn't do anything unless he sees his Father doing it. And if we continue to live our lives without wanting to expect to see what God is seeing, we're going to live our lives on a separate path than Jesus. We're going to just be a Christian by name, but not really in walk, okay? So whatever time you can set aside, whether it's in the morning, whether it's in the evening, whether it's at lunchtime, whatever time you could put aside. Ideally, morning is great, but you know, if you've got young kids or you've got things going on, just do yourself this favor and prioritize being in the presence of God. Prioritize worshiping Jesus. Prioritize, because in the place, oh my God, I had an experience that I put on my Instagram feed, and you can read it there. But nutshell, God really just gave me some great, massive blueprints while in the worship, and I wasn't even asking for it. Do you see what I mean? I wasn't even seeking Him for anything at that particular time. I was just worshiping Him, and in that place, I got downloads. I'm telling you, of direction, of leadership, of which ways to go. So I would beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, to really be so aggressive. Yes, aggressive in your pursuit to be in the presence of God, because the enemy is going to try and distract you and get you away from the presence of God and get you busy being like Martha and busy doing everything else that you think, writing your business plan and being on social media and doing X, Y, Z and meeting the needs of your family, your friends, your loved one, your church, everybody else but you and Jesus. So I know I've emphasized on this point a lot. I'm going to make the rest of them a bit more quicker than this. But my real desire is for you to spend time with Jesus every day. Be about your Father's business. I'm telling you, you're going to experience some mighty, mind-blowing ideas in the presence of God. And so I don't say this lightly. I mean it with all my heart. I've seen it. I'm experiencing it. And so I know what I'm talking about. Please make it a priority to be a worshiper. Okay, so tip 3 is create the right atmosphere. Be in the right atmosphere. What do I mean? Now, we're all human, and because we're human, it's a need to fight the good fight of faith. And you have to take your Christianity this year as a fight. I mean that, fight the good fight of faith. You are a soldier in Christ, and you have to have that mindset, because don't get it twisted. You are going to find distractions of all sorts that are going to try and steer you off your course. Okay, so create the right atmosphere, be in the right atmosphere. You have to push forward. And I mean this especially if you are in the year going through a season of maybe you're finding it tough, or you're finding, there are tough seasons, and we all know that tough seasons are really there. If you're experiencing those tough seasons, I would encourage you to fight for the atmosphere. What do I mean? I mean, do things actively to create the right atmosphere around you. So, i.e., the Word of God. Now that one, if you are obviously struggling to be in God's presence, then that might be a tough one. However, I would still encourage you to, even if you may have like a daily devotion, you've got the Bible app that you could use, and just make sure that you're just feeding yourself with the Word. If you can, obviously go in and study the Word even more, if you on a regular basis, that would help you loads and tons. But listen to sermons, listen to worship music on the background. If you're at work, on the way to work, create an atmosphere of worship around you. Guys, you got to do this. You got to create an atmosphere of worship. You've got to, YouTube, we've got technology everywhere. YouTube is fantastic for this. Just put on worship music, put on sermons, whatever you like to listen to, have it on regularly. It will really, really help you. Okay. Also have a right heart. Atmosphere shift and change will you need to make sure your heart is in the right place. So if you are dealing with any unforgiveness, any bitterness, any gossiping, anything like that, the presence of God, you cannot experience the presence of God, basically, if you're harboring things in your heart that don't please God. And unforgiveness is the big one. If there's anybody in your life that you have a problem with, or you're not forgiving, please, I beg you, I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of God, for the sake of your progress and for you experiencing God in the fullness of God, you need to let it go. Ask God to help you to let it go. It's really important, because atmosphere, for you to hear God clearly, and again, reference to the other video that I made some weeks ago about hearing God, number one is having a right heart. So that's how you change your atmosphere. Push and attend services. Find some worship services near your house. Attend places where God is going to be present. Okay, don't just be the Christian that is at home by yourself saying, "Oh, I don't need to be around people." No, that's a life in the pits of hell. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry if that offended you either. But as a Christian, as a believer, Bible says, "Do not forsake the gathering of the saints." Do not forsake the gathering of the saints. It's for a reason, because iron sharpens iron. Don't be that one that's by yourself. In your house, and I know I can do it by myself. No, go and press into other Christians, other believers. Go and, yes, the church may have hurt you, someone may have hurt you, but I'm telling you guys, this is going to really help you move forward. You've got to have a different attitude this year to your relationship with God. You've got to press in. You've got to press in. You've got to press on. You've got to say, you know what, I'm going to experience all that God has for me, and then some. Okay, and to do that, you've got to kick the devil's head out of the way and make sure you're in line with God. So I would say number 3 is so important. Make sure you be in the right atmosphere, create the right atmosphere so that you can prosper. Okay. So step 4 is you have your vision already. Okay. So step 1. Now make sure you have an income goal. Okay. Have an income goal for the year. Right. That is step 4. Literally, just make sure you put a figure for the year, what you want to obtain. Now, step 5, break it down to monthly goals. Okay. Now, you may have a particular end goal. You might want to be, what I know, 10,000 pounds a month or dollars a month. Okay. But obviously you're not going to start that immediately. You're going to grow to get there. Okay. So maybe December will be where the 10 grand is, or maybe your aim for 10 grand is going to be in October, whatever your aim is. So just write down a plan, maybe a growth strategy. So maybe just say you're at 0 now, and let's just say you want to start with 1k this month. You want to put it up to 3k the next month. You want to put it up to 4, 5, whatever your, just have a growth target. Okay, write that for your year, okay, to get you up to 10. Okay, now step 6, once you've done that, okay, ask God for the strategy. If you don't know it already, ask for the strategy to get you to that income goal. Right, ask God for 1 or 2 people to learn from. Okay, please do not learn from every Tom, Dick and Harry out there. Why? You are going to get so confused, it'd be unbelievable, because everybody got their own way of doing things. There's lots of routes to success. Okay, you need to find your route, and your route may not be with person X, Y, or Z. Okay, you have to really ask God to lead me. I need to know who is the right person to learn from. Learn from someone that's already been there or knows what they're talking about. Okay, and stick to that 1 or 2 people. Okay, don't start go on YouTube and find that person and go on that person. Whatever your area of business is, or whatever you need to learn in business, you can learn most of it from 1 or 2 people. Okay, because otherwise you're gonna get confused and you're gonna get, oh, well, this person said do that person said do this, so why don't I just do this? No, you're gonna end up doing starting and stopping. Don't do that. Stick to the strategy, write the vision, make it plain, ask God to lead you on that strategy. Okay, and ask him, is he pleased with it? And when you've written it down, say, God, are you pleased with the strategy, or anything I want me to change, or just make sure that you get like that kind of peace within. Okay, once you have asked him for the way and the route to actually getting that income goal. Okay, step 7. Okay, now you have your strategy. Make sure, step 7, make sure you have your packages ready. Okay, so what are your services, your packages? Make sure you've outlined everything that you do. If you're a coach, if whatever wherever your products are, make sure you've got everything ready in terms of how much they cost, and put the cost to everything that you offer, basically. So you have all your offers ready. Now you have your offers. What you want to do is you want to make sure you have, for each service, offer, product, make sure you have described your customer avatar for each product or service. Okay, so because your target market will be is a whole group of people, but your customer avatar will be direct to the product or service. So you're solving someone's problem. Okay, so I have a booklet, an ebook, and you can download it in my description, that it will show you exactly how to define your customer avatar, your target market. It's really important you do that. Step 7 is very important. Okay, so step 8. Okay, now you've done your products and your services. Now you want to get your monthly income goal, right? And you want to identify how many clients you need to hit that goal. Does it make sense? So for example, say you have a goal of making £4,000 a month, okay? And your service, for example, is £1,000 a month, okay? So you need 4 clients. You need to break it down. How many clients do you need to hit your monthly goal? Okay, so say if you want to make £1,000 a month, how many products do you need to sell to make £1,000 a month? Okay, so work out the number of, on a monthly basis, services you need to sell or products you need to sell in order to meet your monthly target. So you've got your number of, let's use clients for example. What are your number of clients? Okay guys, so step 9, what you want to now do is break down your target number of clients for the month into a weekly goal. Okay, so let's say for example your monthly goal is £4,000 a month. Okay, so break that down into a weekly goal, okay, which would be £1,000 a week. So you want to get one client. Your services, for example, I say £1,000, and you want to need one client to pay you £1,000 every week to make your £4,000 a month goal, for example. Okay, now your job is to find out what is the activity that you need to do to get that one client. Okay, how many people do you need to speak to? How many people do you need to approach on a daily basis for that week to get that one client? Make sense? So you're thinking about your marketing strategy, okay? Having that clear in your head, and that could be on maybe one platform or two platforms on social media. It could be completely email marketing. It could be networking outside on offline networking events. Whatever your strategy is, then you need to be able to measure the activity that will get you the result for that one client. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so you need to break that down daily. Okay, so you've got this target for the week, and it's get one client, new client this week. Pay me £1,000. Okay, so every single day, what do I need to do? How do I need to maybe interact with my social media following? Or what do I need to send an email out to get this? Or what do I need to create as a kind of lead magnet to get opt-ins? Or whatever it is you have to do for your strategy, start to understand that, okay? Because you need to, once you've done that, step 10 is measure your activity. Then you measure your results so you can then rinse and repeat, okay? Because if you don't know what activity is getting you the best results, you're going to find it hard to be able to repeat those results to get the same results. You want to make your business to be predictable, so that when you are now producing content, you're now engaging with people on social media, or you're now sending emails out, you're doing networking, whatever your strategy is, then you need to be able to know, okay, what is my input, and then what is my return on my output, on my input, basically your output for your input, basically. So those are the 10 steps. You follow these through. Obviously there's more I can tell you about strategies for marketing, but that's on a different video. I think for now, just a basic overview of what you need to be able to think about doing. If you're not doing it already, take these steps from 1 to 10. I'm telling you, you're going to see a massive difference. If you can even start it this month in February, if you haven't started it already, and start to become clearer on your vision for 2020 for it to come to pass. Okay, please, if you've got any questions, I would love for you to just comment in the comment box, and I will definitely answer them. And if it needs to be another video, I'll do another video on it. And then share with other Christian entrepreneurs, with your family, your friend, your church, whoever you feel that would need to hear this information. Please feel free to share it. I would be so grateful. And last but not least, make sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and also hit the notification bell so you can hear all my new videos that I will release in every single week. So I'm going to try and do twice a week, but definitely be once a week. Every Friday you'll get a video from me. And until then, guys, I will see you in the next video. Also, feel free to say hi on Instagram as well. My Instagram username up there, so you can have a chat and say hi to me there. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for your time.